Today we are breaking down a problem many Amazon sellers miss. The invoice may look fine, but the supplier behind the invoice may be the real problem. When sellers review their documents, they usually focus on the surface. They check the date. They check the total. They check the product name. They check whether the invoice looks clean. If you deal with Amazon invoices, appeals, ungating, or listing compliance, subscribe for more practical breakdowns like this. But Amazon may review the document differently. Amazon may look at who issued the invoice. That means the supplier becomes part of the evidence. A document is not only a PDF, it is a claim about where your inventory came from. If the supplier does not support that claim, the invoice becomes weaker. Let's look at a simple example. A seller receives an authenticity complaint for a branded product. The seller submits an invoice. The invoice has a date, quantity, product line, and supplier name. At first, the seller thinks the document should work, but the supplier is a small company with no clear connection to the brand, no authorization, no distributor proof, no visible product category focus, no clear business identity. Amazon may reject the invoice because the supplier does not create enough trust. The issue is not always that the invoice is fake. The issue may be that the supplier does not prove a credible source of inventory. Another example, a supplier sells everything: electronics, beauty products, toys, grocery, supplements, household items. For some cases, that may look risky, especially when the product is restricted, branded, or connected to an authenticity complaint. Amazon may ask, why is this supplier a reliable source for this exact product? If the documents do not answer that question, the case becomes weaker. Another example, the seller bought from an online marketplace seller. The seller calls that person a supplier, but Amazon may not treat that source as strong supply chain evidence. This is why supplier review matters. You need to ask, is the supplier a real business? Can the supplier be verified? Does the supplier normally sell this type of product? Does the supplier have a reasonable connection to the brand? Does the supplier information match the invoice? Does the supplier support the claim made in the appeal? A strong supplier does not guarantee approval, but a weak supplier can create rejection risk. Now, what should sellers not do? Do not pretend a weak supplier is authorized if you cannot prove it. Do not write authorized distributor just because the supplier sold you the product. Do not claim a direct brand relationship if the documents do not show it. Do not use strong appeal language over weak evidence. The appeal must match the documents. If the supplier is only a general wholesaler, say only what the documents can support. If the supplier is authorized, that should be supported with legitimate proof. If the supplier cannot be verified, understand that risk before submitting. A proper supplier review includes supplier name, business address, contact information, website or business presence, product category relevance, connection to the brand, invoice consistency, and whether the supplier makes sense for the Amazon issue. The main lesson is this: Amazon may not reject your invoice because of the invoice format. Amazon may reject it because the supplier behind the invoice does not prove enough. This is the type of supplier and invoice risk review sellers need before sending documents to Amazon. You can learn more at sellerdocshelp.com. Subscribe for more Amazon document, appeal, and compliance breakdowns.